Now my wife bought these two doggy beds for my dogs. Obviously they were too small. When she brought them in the house I said they're too small. Look how they're wedging themselves. Look how they're wedging themselves in these doggy beds. Lucy, you know, you're kind of fitting in here alright. But Gia, you look like a fucking cinnamon bun, man. What the hell is wrong with Mom? Gia, you like your new bed? Huh? Look, she's pissed. Her eyes open. And she's like, this fucking bed is just ridiculously too small for my body. Hey guys, what's going on? I see a lot of people showing their 1911s out there, and I got about 7 or 8 p.m. saying they want to see an update on my 1911 collection. Well, as you can see, it's really small now. 3. Well, like I said, what I had to do to get the Ed Brown is I had to do what I had to do, and then it's hurting, man. It's hurting me every time I think about it. But that's what I had to do. So I got 3 left. And you know what's funny? I noticed they're all the Commander size. I subconsciously must like that size the best because it's good for home protection and you can carry it too. But what I would like to get is an officer size and a World War II replica Colt. They're the two I'm like really desiring right now. The officer size, probably in a Kimber officer size. Not sure though. I do like the Colt Agent. I just love the looks of it. I just wish it had sights on it. It has a gutter sight. Doesn't have sights on it. It's for up close. You know, who came up with this idea? You know the sales for that gun? You know how much that hurt the sales of that gun? That Colt Agent not having sights on it? It don't make any sense to me. I mean, if you're going to have a small gun like that, and you don't want a lot of stuff on it because you're supposed to be able to draw it fast and for close combat, just put rounded off sights on it, man. Don't put it out without sights on it. You know? So, I mean, the only thing that don't make sense to that gun is if you want to take it to the range and shoot it accurately and you have to look down that gutter sight, if you don't practice all the time, it's going to take you long to get all lined up. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. They come up with these fucking gimmicks, you know, and the people buy this shit, and they, it's not right. And they try it, they do trial bases on people like lab rats. I'm not saying anything bad about Colt, just that particular firearm, because it's so beautiful. It's probably the nicest brush bluing I ever seen in my life, ever. The nicest grips, too. It's such a beautiful little gun. And what keeps me from buying it is them friggin', there's no sights on it. Yeah. So, yeah, the Colt Agent, that is a beautiful little 1911. I mean, that thing is, the word beautiful just, I mean, it just defines the word beautiful. That's how friggin' nice it is. But it don't have fucking sights on it. What the fuck? And if you have the Agent, and you shoot good with it, and you don't mind it, leave a comment, let me know. I just don't. I had it years ago, a couple years ago, and I just couldn't stand it. It didn't have sights on it. But when I had it back then, I wasn't shooting that much. Now I'm shooting all the time, so I look at guns, it's a whole different way I'm looking at guns now, you know? I don't know. Roger has one for sale at King Shooter Supply for like 8 something. It's really friggin' sweet. Anyway, yeah, I would like to get the officer size Colt, and definitely I need a full size 1911. Would like to get the World War II replica. I'd like to get the World War I too. That thing, here's another Colt I had that was so beautiful. I never shot it though, but my God, the action, the action on that gun was, it felt like when you pulled the hammer back, like the action on a Colt Python revolver. I mean, butter. Damn, I shouldn't have got rid of that. This is called a kick in the ass video. It's all my regrets and I'm getting depressed thinking about it. Ugh. But we do have the Ed Brown with a bobtail frame, and that's cool. I never had anything like that before, so that's like a major score there. And my Colt 80 series right there, the black one, that I can shoot best with that one. That one has the nicest trigger. The Ed Brown has a awesome trigger. I'm not used to it because there's zero creep, like zero creep. I like a trigger with a little creep. That tells me when it's gonna go off, when it's gonna go bang. That works for me. Now some people, most people, believe it or not, like to be surprised when the hammer falls. Not me. I like to know when the hammer falls. If I know when the hammer falls, I can shoot a bullseye with it. If I don't know when the hammer falls, I have problems with that. So I prefer a creep. Alright? The Ed Brown has like no, it has a little creep. I mean, if I kept shooting it, I'll find the creep in it. I would be able to find it just because it's just so sensitive. Now that Kimber back there, that's the Kimber Raptor. I only shot that once. I put 50 rounds through that, and I shoot good with it, but that has a nice creep in the trigger right there. That's a beautiful firearm. But like I said, I only put 50 rounds to it, but it went flawless, so it ran great with the original magazine. It's awesome. The Colt, I have, geez, I have a book. I try to keep a book, especially on 1911s, of how many rounds I got through them. Just to, the Ed Brown, I got 250 through it, no failures. Okay, let me see. I've been using my Beretta M9 for home protection lately. You know, we don't realize how nice that Beretta M9 is. Jesus, man, I was just sitting there looking at it last night while I was watching a movie. It is such a nice design. It really is. I got 225 rounds through the Beretta M9 with 0 failures so far. That's pretty good. You know, the first Beretta FS I had was killing me. Okay, yeah, the Kimber Raptor Pro, we got 50 rounds with 0 failures, so that's a good sign. Now the Colt Commander, which is that black one right there, we got 250 rounds through that with 0 failures. I think that's it for the 1911s. If you want to hear the update on all my guns, I have it. The Sig Sauer P226 Elite, we have 150 rounds through it. That's with the 357 Sig and with 0 failures. That's a good sign. I don't think I have failures in any of my guns. I think I really got lucky this year. My Ruger Mark III, there's another pistol that I had problems with that I bought for a second time, and this has 0 fail. I got 100 rounds through it. A 22, man, I'm telling you, if a 22 jams, it's going to show you right away. We got 100 rounds to the Ruger Mark III with 0 failures. What else we got here? I don't mean to drift off topic with the 1911s. I figure, well, I have my book. I'll give you some update. The Glock 23, I have 450 rounds to that with 0 failures. Yeah. Okay. The Remington 700, it's a bolt action. You know, it's 0 failures. The Mossberg 500, I put a half a box of shells through it. It ran nice, 0 failures. That's really not a great test. I should at least put a whole box of ammo through it, but shells. The Glock 36 is our newest gun we have, and so far I went to the range once and I put 56 rounds to it with some hollow points, and there was 0 failures. So that's pretty good. I mean, none of the guns have thousands of rounds through them. I never had a gun that had thousands of rounds through it yet. You know, I think the Glock's going to be the first one to get up to that many, because I'm going to take it again and put another 50 through it, and then we're going to have 500 through it, and it continues to amaze me. I'm still not used to that new fancy sight that's on there. But it does hit on target. Now, can I split hairs with that sight? Not yet, because I don't know exactly where to place it to split hairs. Now, when you have the 3-dot system, you really know where to place it to split hairs. But that sight's not for that. That sight's for just like defense. You know what I'm saying? Self-protection. It ain't really for target shooting, I don't think. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, we're going to see what happens with that. That's why I have to get back to the range. I'm not going to the range today because it's friggin' 19 degrees out. Does this suck or what? Now, if I join my outdoor range, it's 125 a year, but it's 19 degrees out and windy, so it'll be blowing the target around. I'll be freezing my nuts off, which I don't care, because you can always dress for the winter, even wear gloves, but still the targets will be blowing around. So it's just, it sucks. Now, if I join the indoor range, that's $225 a year, and you have to use the guy's ammunition. And usually indoor ranges, ammunition's like $3 to $4 higher a box than you can get a good deal on anywhere else. That's how they make their money. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. It irritates me. I go there periodically. I don't go there all the time. I have one up here called Double Action. The guy's name's Mike. He's a good guy. He treats me great. I've done welding work for them guys, and we have a good relationship. But I just don't have the money. You know, I don't have $26 for a box of 45 ACP. It's just, you know, it's just. I mean, why would I do that? Even if it was $23, why would I do that when I can get it from Roger for $19 a box and go to the outdoor range for $100 a year? And you know what I'm saying? It's just, I do love the indoor range. It's warm, it's comfortable. You can shoot better because you're not cold. You're more comfortable in an indoor range for some reason. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I'm more relaxed in an indoor range, so I don't know. Maybe we can make something work. I just wanted to give you a little update on this ultrasonic cleaner that I got from King Shooter Supply in King of Prussia. I did clean Ron's gun with this, and it does make a difference. This does work a little bit better. It's not a huge difference, but you can see it works better because as soon as you start the cleaner up, you'll see all this black clouds come out all over the place. You can just see the ultrasonic wave scrubbing the barrel and all the parts. You can see the black smoke or the black dirt coming out all over, like right away. With the 409 I used, you've seen it, but not as much. And I didn't use Simple Green yet. I'd rather not use Simple Green. I'd rather just use what you're supposed to use. So it's not that bad. It's $14 for this, and you only need an ounce of it. Like, you fill the tub up until you cover the parts, and then you just need a little ounce of this. It's a couple little capfuls, and then that'll last you a long time. So if you got the ultrasonic cleaner, I would recommend you get the right solution for it. The solution is to get the right solution. Yeah, what do you think of that joke? Kind of stale. So we're going to do I'm going to do a cooking video this week, I promise. I told you I wanted to make braciole, show you guys how to make that. It's real easy to make, but the whole key to it is when it's done cooking, it's supposed to be soft like a meatball. It ain't supposed to be chewy. So the problem is, you guys got to put a pot of sauce on when you do this, because it has to cook in a pot of sauce all day. So the best thing to do is, if you can, get a crock pot. If you can't make homemade sauce, you know, you can get the jarred sauce. I really don't care for that shit, you know, but I'm not used to it. I'm used to it making my sauce raw from a can. But if you want to get the ready-made stuff in a jar, you can use that, and then you cook the braciole and all day in that shit, you know. But I just, if I had to make the video doing everything, it would be like the longest video in the world. There's just no way, you know. So I don't know what to do about that. That's the weird, because the best results with braciole is you have to let it cook in the gravy all day long, because it breaks down the fat. But it takes hours to break down the fat. Once all the fat's broken down, it's really soft and tender, and that's what braciole is all about. So there it is. Alright guys, a little update on my 1911s. What gun I'm thinking about getting next, I'm not sure. I don't know. A 1911 or I don't know. I'm not going to get that HK. I know you guys probably think I want that HK, but I don't. It's too much for that. I mean, for $1,000, I can get pretty much any 1911 I want, so I'm not going to go there. So right now I need to get my 1911s in order. Alright, I'll see you.